Hi everyone. In today's DIY projects, we are crafting with Dollar Tree items. We'll be creating some beautiful home decor on a budget that you could use to decorate your home. For your shopping convenience, all the items used in today's DIY projects will be linked in the description box below. So do check them out and let's jump right into our first DIY project. For the first project, we're going to be making a vase, and I'm using this vase from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to spray on the inside of my vase using my Rust-Oleum Gloss White. Go ahead and use acrylic paint. It will flow much easier. To decorate my vase, I'm going to be using these beads from Amazon, and I'm just going to use my tweezer to apply my beads. I started out using my strong adhesive, but it's much slower, so I started using my hot glue, and I'm just putting a dot of hot glue in the area that I want my beads, and then I use my tweezer to place my beads. And I'm just placing the beads in random areas going all the way around. This project is very quick and easy. I styled mine with artificial black eucalyptus, and you can style your vase however you'd like. And here's how this project turned out, guys. Hope you like this one. Let's move on to our next project. For this project, we're also making a vase, and I'm going to be using these tower tumbling blocks from the Dollar Tree. I'm also using my Gorilla Wood Glue, and I'm going to take a container with a small amount of water just to get my glue a little bit runny. I'm using a small piece of chopping mat just to place my tower blocks on top, and I'm going to glue them in place so I can apply my glue. I'm just using my brush to brush the glue all over the tower blocks on the sides also. Now my glue is a little bit tacky, so I'll go ahead and add my gold leaves. And I'm going to be adding the leaves all the way around the tower blocks on the sides also. I allowed them to dry and I used about 21 pieces. Now I'm just using my knife to separate them, and I'll use my knife to take off that excess glue. We're also using two vases from the Dollar Tree. One is a smaller one, I think it's 6 inches, and the next one is 7 inches. I'm using my alcohol to clean my vase, and I'll take them outside and spray paint them with my Rust-Oleum white gloss. And I'm spraying on the inside. After they were dry, I attached both of them together using my strong adhesive. And I'm also using my hot glue on the center for an instant bond. Just make sure that they're lined up properly because we're going to be attaching our tower block pieces. I'm using the surface to get my first piece aligned, and to attach my tower block pieces, I'm using my hot glue. I'm making sure to place my first piece with about 2/3 on the first vase and 1/3 on the other. And we're going to continue to go around it just like so. and this will ensure that we cover that seam. If you have some extra glue, just use your X-Acto knife to clean the area before you continue with the next. Just try to keep them on the same level going all the way around, so when they meet, they'll look somewhat even. And we're going to be left with a small space, and I'll just leave it like that. I'll put that towards the back. And here's how this project turned out, guys. Hope you like this one. Now let's move on to our next project. For this project, we're making a wall decoration. I'm just going to be using these wooden pieces from the Dollar Tree, and I'm cutting each piece on an angle. I'm using my utility knife to cut the pieces, and I'm scoring each one about 5 to 6 times. I want to ensure that this design stays perfectly round, so I'm going to be using my pizza pan, and I'm just tracing that pizza pan on top of a poster board, and then I'll use this circle as my guide. Now I'm just placing my pieces in random areas, keeping all the edges on the inside of the circle, and I'm doing 2 layers. So now I'll just use my Gorilla Wood Glue to attach the pieces. After they're all attached, I'm placing my pizza pan back on top, and I'm adding weights until they dry. Now that they're dry, I'm going to be watering down my wood glue, and I'll just brush my wood glue all over the pieces. While the glue is drying, I added a picture frame hook to the back of my wall decoration, and I'm just using my strong adhesive for this. I took both pieces outside and I'm spray painting them matte black. And I'm gonna do the same thing again, only because I plan on leaving some of the areas black, and that was a reason for me to use the wood glue as a primer in the first place before I spray painted it. So I'm going to be covering up this design with gold leaf, but I did not like the way how it looked with the gold leaf and the black, so I then placed the gold leaf on the entire piece. I use my dry brush to scrape off the excess gold leaf. added a piece of tower block to the back for leverage. I did that for both pieces of my wall decoration, and here's how this project turned out, guys. Hope you like this one. Let's move on to our next project. We're also using tower tumbling blocks for this project. And for this project, we're making a 3-piece wall decoration. I'm using my ruler to keep the pieces aligned. Just pay attention to how I'm placing them, okay? If you like at least one of these projects, please, I'm asking you to give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. It helps to support my channel. And another way that you can support my channel is by sharing this video. Just share it with one contact in your phone. And also, please leave me a comment. That also helps. It doesn't have to be an entire sentence, just one word is good enough. Thank you so much. I'm making separate rows of 3, rows of 4, and you can make as many as you'd like, and then I'm joining them together. I made a 3-piece set and I allowed each piece to dry. Then I'm using water to thin my wood glue. And then I'm using my brush to brush the glue all over each piece. And then I'm using my gold leaf on top. I allowed it to dry, then brush the excess off. I'm working on a silicone surface, so I'm just removing the wall decoration from the surface. You can use parchment paper instead. I flip my design over and I'm just adding some wood glue to the back, and this will ensure that the piece stays together nice and firm. Glue is dry, then I took it outside and I'm spray painting the back gold. And this is mainly to get the gold between the creases because they will be showing from the front. To hook our wall decoration on the wall, I'm using double-sided tape. So I'm just cutting a small piece, 2 pieces for each. And here's how this project turned out, guys. I hope you like this one. Let me know which project was your favorite this week and if you'll be recreating any of them. If you missed my previous video, here it is on the screen. Just click that rectangular box to watch. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Take care and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye bye.